everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another fabulous holiday speed build. Today we are doing something for all of the budget girlies out there, and that means we are going to be building a holiday starter home, and I could not be more excited. I love a good little challenge, whether it's pack restrictions, budgets, storylines. I'm in it for the long haul, and as you all know, we are continuing on this journey of posting every single day until Christmas, which is quite a lot of extra content for me. And I wanted to make a lot of holiday content, obviously. And unfortunately, there are only so many holiday builds I can think of, and this just happens to be one of my favorites that I've built thus far. But definitely let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you'd like me to build. I'm always looking for a little bit of inspo, and I like the idea of making houses that are playable for the people who watch me. I know before I was making content and before I was really into building, so a couple years ago, at this point, I was not a good builder. I just wanted some pre-made stuff on the gallery. And if you actually check out my gallery, I keep a lot of shells, whether they're base game shells or just the shells of the house. And my shells mean that they are landscaped and the floor plan is already done. Sometimes I put some furniture in there just so it's easier for people downloading them to distinguish, like, what's the kitchen, what's the bathroom. But obviously, to each their own. I'm a decorator girly through and through, which is why I struggled so hard on the roof, as you just saw. And I struggle a bit with the exterior between the roofing and the snow. So I don't know if they're even. I did paint the roof with a different pattern texture. Don't know what it's going to look like when the snow melts. And then the landscaping becomes extremely difficult for me because I'm not the best landscaper in my opinion. Then when you add in the fact that it's, frosty and snowy, I really started to struggle because everything is essentially dead. I don't live anywhere that experiences any level of snow. Right now it is 47, slightly windy and sunny out, and I'm cold. I literally have my heater on. I live in like an old 90-year-old townhouse, and I have a big furnace thing on the wall that makes heat, and it's because I'm freezing. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I was not made to be one of those people who has to scrape the ice off my car. That's got to be a very, very humbling experience. I just think to myself, like, I had a hard day. I'm coming home. Nope, can't go home. Gotta chisel the ice off my car. Same thing with, like, this is something I can relate to. I would have, like, the worst day in middle school because middle school is actually, like, a horrible time to be a person. And then I'd come home and my mom would be like, yeah, so pork chops and pilaf rice for dinner. And I would just be like... As an adult, let me tell you, when I go home, because I don't go home super frequently, my mom is like, what do you want for dinner? What can I make you? Where can we go out? And I'm like, can you make me some pork chops and pilaf rice? Because I don't cook like that for myself, and I just like home food. I don't want to go out to eat when I'm home. That's a lie. There's like 2 places I definitely want to go because they're delicious. One of them is Cuban food, another is a smoothie place, and I just, chef's kiss. But for the most part, I just want to eat at my house with my mom. As you can see, our landscaping is starting to come together a bit. I use all debug landscaping because I, again, am doing this on a budget. There are no pack restrictions in this build, and I do think that might take away some of that playable aspect that I was kind of going for. But I know for certain I used a lot of seasons. I used a lot of growing together, and I also used a good amount of cottage living, which are some of my favorite packs to build with for the most part. And if you don't have those packs, it might be a little early Christmas gift from someone or to yourself, because sometimes you gotta get yourself a little present. I bought myself an eyelash curler yesterday when I was Christmas shopping. Besides the point, very irrelevant. However, I do know that the Black Friday winter sales of EA packs is going on right now at the time you're seeing this video. I believe it's going on until tomorrow, December 4th. And if you were so inclined to use my creator code, which is in the description box down below, or someone else's creator code, it really helps us out as creators. We get like a small percentage. Unfortunately, it's not a discount code, but if I had discount codes, I would be giving them out left and right like freaking Oprah. As we head on into the inside of this house, it is really, really small in the interior of this home, but that's because I was trying to ball on a budget. We're actually doing pretty okay, as you can see. We still have 13,000 simoleons left, but I wanted to use like nicer cabinets, nicer appliances. I don't think I managed to get a computer in this house simply because I didn't have the space, but you know, maybe I pulled one out the wazoo and did. I built this a few weeks ago, so pardon me if I don't remember like absolutely everything, but there were some necessities. This is a holiday house, so of course I had to make sure I got like a Christmas tree. I'm pretty sure there ends up being a fireplace, which is just like so peak cozy. I say it all the time. I almost bought myself a fake like faux fireplace to put in my house, even though it makes no sense, and I live in Florida. All in all, though, I do like the more closed off floor plan. I think for The Sims, even though in real life everyone's like, I want open concept living, I want to be able to stand on one side of my house and see the freaking other, which is like, I guess great, but in The Sims, functionally, I think it's better if there is a bit more of a closed off feeling, as well as I think it actually like visibly looks better in my opinion. Now, again, my opinion has been wrong before, so if you disagree, that's fair. But I especially think that having a more closed off floor plan is helpful when you're experiencing some routing issues, specifically when you have like infants. Ugh! The way that I have seen myself turn into an angry version that I did not truly knew existed under such minor circumstances as I did when The Sims infants need a bath. It's truly like a humbling experience. I have rage quit before over it. We talk about it in my stream quite frequently. We talk about it on my TikTok all the time. Like this is my Roman Empire to a certain extent. Like that and like Bella Goth's disappearance, but I think about it a lot. As we are moving into the primary bedroom, you're probably like wondering, wow, that wallpaper is so beautiful. Where's it from? Vampires. Vampires. If we're talking about more packs to get while the sale continues, Vampires is a slay. It is like an earlier stuff pack. There are better packs out there, but if you're like me and you already own like a nice chunk of the packs that you want, like you needed them biblically to survive, then you like get like sometimes you want to grab some extra stuff because you get a little extra pocket change and they're on sale, because there are some packs that are not very good when they're $40, but there are some really great packs when they're like $6, $10, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's pretty good. And I personally love Vampires because I'm obsessed with Blatty Daddy. I love the Vampires pack, even though it's one of the earlier ones, and I think when it's on sale, it's a fun one. But surprisingly, it's actually got some really cool build assets, and it comes with a new world, which is, I think, like Sleepy Hollow or whatever it's called. It's like the dark dungeony world. And you get some icons between Blatty Daddy, Lilith Vautour, Caleb Vautour. I obsessed. And the wallpaper is one of my favorites, which is why I brought this up. It's the one I use in the primary bedroom, and I think it's funny that I use that, and I'm so, like, obsessed, if you will, because it came with a Vampire pack. A computer, guys! We put a computer in the build. Feeling like a supreme overlord slay. I know this is a starter home, but I feel like a computer is such a necessary evil when you're playing The Sims. Even though your Sims will just kind of autonomously go play video games on it, or random townies will come into your house and just like, and then yell at you for showering and sleeping in their bed. Like, get off my freaking computer, rude. But I do think, like, if you are just starting out a save file, you can freelance on it. You can build skills. You can date, depending on what kind of packs you have. You can find a job. Like, I just think you can get your fun up. Like, it is a necessary evil. I would rather personally have a computer than a TV, although I did manage to get both. And I really enjoyed, like, the red pops. I've been using a lot of red as I have been doing quite a few holiday builds, because, you know, candy cane red, Christmas red, Santa Wars red. I don't know. I'm wearing red right now. What the heck? I definitely did that on purpose. Or at least I'd like to think I did. But, like, red is one of those colors where I think on the interior can be really challenging to use because it is just so, like, bam, red. And I am just happy I've been trying to use it in, like, subtle ways. I think it came out really cute, specifically on the exterior of this build. It's giving Christmas in the most fun, festive way possible. The entire house almost looks like a freaking candy cane, and I am minorly obsessed with that. It's got some really nice, beautiful porches, which for a starter home I think is cute. Gives you some nice room to put skill building items, which are important, especially when you're playing on a tinier lot. And I'm hoping this house is actually playable. However, I'm sure when we go in tour and we see exactly how many packs I used, it'll be like, what are you doing? what's going on. But here I am just finishing up the last few details, trying to spend that last little bit of money possible so it feels as decorated as possible, getting my decor box. Definitely gonna have a sim come here and like put some decorations all over the place. But we are getting to the end of our video, and I know we have been zipping around like freaking crazy, but do not fret, as we are gonna jump in game for a live tour, so we can definitely like gas myself up, hype myself up, see all the details, and find out exactly how many packs I used and if this house is even a little bit functional. Okay, team, we are here at my build, and I came in at build mode and I forgot like it'll just take the weather away, but I am happy to report about 20% of the roof is mostly okay. I am gonna fix it really quick. Perfect, and I'm actually gonna extend this out, but considering I couldn't see it at all, it's pretty good in my opinion. Oh, okay, perfection. But this is our overall house. Just imagine it with the snow, and the decorations make it look so stinking cute. Do a little 360 moment in the backyard. Our tree is big and voluptuous, and the decor is amazing. I like how there's this random snow angel that's like half on the lot, half not, but pop off, I guess. Anyway, let's go into do our tour. You come up here, you have a nice little seating area, our decor box, and a planter box. Then you come in and you have like a semi-formal entryway. It's got this bookshelf from Life and Death, and immediately you have the kitchen. I love the way the appliances from Cottage Living look with this tile from high school years. It is so good. I love that fridge from Cottage Living. Cottage Living is an absolute slay. Then you come into our very cozy living room. It is tight in here, but it has everything you need. And we got this fancy fireplace from University, as well as a Christmas tree, and that's like all of the living space. There's no dining area, my bad. Then we come into our vampires coated primary bedroom with a computer and like a study area. Again, there's not a lot going on here, but the room itself is small. I was doing my best, team. And then of course we have our only bathroom. It's nothing super special, but it's got the necessities. Then coming out back here, we have a chess table, which is, you know, very important in my opinion, for skill building, as well as a few additional planter boxes, and that is essentially the entire house. It is small, but I do think you could add on to it. It's got one of those nice simple kind of layouts where I think you could extend it here and there as you start playing, you know, have babies, need a skill building room, whatever it is you might need. Probably get like a horse or two if you're anything like the story progression. But let's take a look at this on the gallery. It is only 17,456 simoleons, which is pretty freaking good, at least in my opinion. Okay, so price-wise, it's extremely playable. However, pack-wise, it is kind of up there. It uses 19 different packs between kits and expansions, so that's mildly embarrassing, but, you know, we tried our best here, team, and there is that sale going on, but we are at the end of the video. I wanted to give a huge shout out to all of you for hanging out with me. I'm having a lot of fun getting all these videos out and posted as we continue on this journey of ringing in Christmas. So make sure you tune back in tomorrow and give this video a little thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel because you know I love when you do that. We have some really fun stuff coming up. Of course, don't forget to drink your water, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.